All right, kind of wanted to get a little information out to the parents about the upcoming Myrtle Beach trip, what to expect, different things like that. There's information was too much to put into a text. I don't want to drag you to a meeting at school or anything like that. We're already in a busy week with rainouts. Got 5 games in a row, then Easter, then heading to South Carolina to play some baseball. So just kind of wanted to alleviate any concerns or just get information out, especially the parents that haven't been there before, just kind of so you know what to expect, coming up. The first thing with the Ripken experience at Myrtle Beach. Tomorrow at your games, you're going to see somebody will be coming around and ask you to sign a waiver form. It's a form Ripken gives us, basically just like any baseball tournament in the past. You can sign, it waives them of liability, things like that. Just the formality. Also, I posted a driver's form, insurance form, to get kind of go over what that is. You need to fill that out. That's something I have to have in, my custody, and I give a copy to the athletic director as well. Basically, it states what new vehicle your child is going to be riding in, that you have insurance. Just write it on there. It's pretty easy to fill out, pretty self-explanatory. But that's what gives us the opportunity to actually have parents haul kids to Myrtle Beach. Because there's no way we could afford a charter bus or any bus. You're looking at $10, $12, $14,000 for that, and that's not going to happen. But so this is kind of how we can afford that. But it waives the school of any liabilities, and it's what I had to have in my possession. So if you could fill that out, you can text it back to me, send it on your mind, whatever. Just need that. Also, tomorrow your son will have a room list. He'll know what room he's going to be in and his roommates. Parents in the past have used this to, get snacks together, things like that. Kind of load the rooms up. These kids eat a lot. But also each room does have a kitchenette in it, a stove or refrigerator. A lot of kids make their own breakfast, lunch, whatever. So if you want to, go to the store there, or go to the store up here, take stuff from home, you have that opportunity, and you kind of coordinate with other people if you want to, whatever you need. Okay. When we get to Myrtle Beach, check-in is Monday. There's not going to be a certain time. They say we can check in at 4 o'clock. In the past, I've had everyone meet there, and rooms were like really late. Last year, and I'm going to do it again this year. I'll put out on Remind when the rooms are ready. When they are, your son can come to, I'll post my room number so they can come to my room number and get their key. Just makes it easier. You go down there, it's less stress while you're down there. You don't have to be at the hotel at 4 o'clock, 3:50, whatever. When you get the Remind, just come on over. Whenever. Get your key, check in, get to your room, things like that. Just makes it a little less stressful, a little easier. We get to Myrtle Beach, we hold ourselves to a high standard, as far as how the players act, things like that. They'll have curfews and rules and different things like that every night. Also, kind of one big rule we talked about with the kids today, and ones that have been there know. Well, first of all, if you want to take your son out to eat, feel free. That you're fine. They don't need permission or anything like that. But if a lot of players generally like to walk places and different things, that's where the rule of 4 comes into play. You're not walking anywhere unless you have 3 other players with you. Just a safety concern. It's just something that helps me have a peace of mind and takes care of these guys. That's just a rule we have. If they go off the site, obviously not with their parents, they need to be with 3 other players. And just take care of themselves, things like that. There are restaurants and Starbucks and different places that are close to walk to, and a lot of players do that. So we just kind of want to handle ourselves, or whether it's on the beach or anything like that. Again, we have curfew every night. It really depends on what time the game is the next day. The only kind of mandatory thing we have for the players besides the games, obviously, is the minor league game. All the players are going to, and even some of the parents. If you don't have a ticket, you're still more than welcome to go. I think that's Thursday. and it was awesome. We haven't been able to go. We went 3 years ago, but they haven't been in town the last couple times we went. It was a great experience, watching a minor league game, watching professionals. Also, you got a buffet there to eat. It's like more of a cookout type atmosphere. It was just a great experience. With that and games and things like that, it is, your responsibility to get your son there. That's just, what we have to do. So they can get rides with other people as well. If you want to coordinate with other parents and different things, whatever, works, kind of like we do, raising our kids in Jackson. It takes a village and we do a great job. Same when we go down there, let me know, let another coach know if you need anything at all. We're there to, make it a great experience, but at the same time, we're there to win baseball games. So we want to make sure we're at the games on time, get our batting practice in on time, fielding practice, things like that, and play games and hopefully kick some butt and go back to the hotel. If obviously parents that have been, talk to them. Younger parents that might not have been, talk to the other ones, what to expect, things like that. I will tell you one, I was all amped up, years ago when going, and you think, I want to take my son out to eat, and they don't really want to. It seems like, most kids just order a pizza and hang out with their buddies, whether in a room, at the beach, there's 7 pools at our hotel. They're all heated, and the kids had a fun time at this place last year. That's why I want to stay again. So don't feel like a bad parent if your kid's eating pizza. That's what they want to do. Been there, done that. So just, understand, whatever. Don't stress it too much as a parent. I just kind of wanted to get that information out there. If you have any other questions, get with me. Ask, send a text, send on your mind. Here to alleviate any concerns, anything like that. I just kind of wanted to get that information out there tonight, and then all the other stuff that comes along, I'll be able to put it in a reminder, a text, or something like that. This was just kind of a little much. Hopefully, get this rain gone, get some games in tomorrow. Got a big week. Don't let them focus too much on Myrtle Beach. We end up with a couple L's this week. Playing great competition. Almost every team we're playing is ranked in Ohio, just like we are. Big time games, we're a big time program. We need to handle ourselves like that. So if you need anything, reach out. I appreciate everyone. Thank you.